him in that. He's the president of Obstacle. Please welcome Ryan Mayer.
Thank you very much, Jade. First off, I'm 22, so I'm getting pretty old lately. Where's the energy here tonight? Come on, guys. We're all alive, aren't we? Clap it up a little bit. Let's get in here. How is everybody? Yeah! I like you, but I'm going to walk out, and I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to ask the same thing again, okay?
Fuck off. Okay, I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to do good.
How is everybody? Yeah! That's what I want to hear. Let's go, baby. That's the energy I was looking for. So anyways, if you guys ever noticed that like throughout my set I'm going to be strafing back and forth a lot, kind of like I'm doing now, it is for a reason. You see, recently I have been diagnosed with ADHD. Yes.
Sorry for your loss.
I know, very serious. So after I diagnosed myself this morning, I really started to think that my life will never be the same. And so it's actually pretty funny how I came to learn that I have ADHD. I was in my education class, which is an ironic name for a class you learn nothing in, when we started talking about the telltale signs of ADHD so you can see it in your students and stuff. And as we were going through all the telltale signs, I started to know a pattern. Each one of these chairs in each row has 2 arms, but only one person is able to use both armrests, assuming every other person uses one armrest. Oh, no, excuse me. No, but as he was going on and on about all the telltale signs, it really started to make me think about the SpongeBob SquarePants movie from 2006 with David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff was in Baywatch. They just came out with a new Baywatch movie with Zac Efron and The Rock. Patrick Starr had a rock named Rocky in SpongeBob. Rocky Balboa. Rocky 2. People don't like Rocky 2. I like Rocky 2. It's a good movie. I'm sorry, I keep getting. Hold on. But where was I going with that? That doesn't matter. Who cares? But what I'm getting at is like my mind is essentially like a puzzle. Like all the pieces are there. I just need the time to put them together. And so that can be really hard whenever I get in an argument with somebody, because I will lose them every single time. Like, for example, I get in an argument and one person is like, "Why did you sleep with my sister?" And I'm like, "Give me a minute." Why didn't you sleep with your sister? Yeah, how about them apples? So you can see it's very hard for me to win an argument ever. And on top of this, if it wasn't obvious already, I am not the best with confrontation. In fact, I am so bad at confrontation that I am technically still dating 5 people. One of which is a man. Which is not really my thing, but I didn't want to make him mad, so I just rolled with it. But anyways, over break, I took my official girlfriend that I'm dating right now to the Cheesecake Factory, where I had the worst excuse for mac and cheese in my entire life. It was like they gave all the ingredients to a blind kid that didn't even speak English and told him, "Go nuts." And then he dipped his nuts in it. And so, as the waitress is coming out to ask how everything is going, I'm thinking in my head, oh, I am going to cause the biggest scene right now. But then I didn't want to make her mad, so I just kind of said, yeah, everything's fine. So my girlfriend had to step up for me and go, actually, no, everything is not fine. Someone dipped their balls in his macaroni and cheese. He needs a refund. Which I thought was pretty cool of her to take care of that for me. But also, it kind of made me feel like, why do I have to let her fight all my battles for me? It's a little emasculating. And I was going to tell her about it, but I didn't want to make her mad. So, For those of you who don't know, TAG, the improv group here on campus, was supposed to have a show tonight, but they canceled, which was smart of them, probably because they heard Upchuckles was also having a show tonight. Yeah! I mean, how could you compete with Upchuckles, an organization so well known that every time I email the UNI to approve our poster, they ask for proof that we're a real organization. Yes, Sharon, we are real. And so, in all honesty, with TAG, we kind of have like a love-hate relationship with TAG. On one hand, we just hate them. They suck. But on the other hand, every time they turn someone down, we get a new member in our organization. And so if any of you guys get turned down by TAG, or would just love to be a new member of our organization, feel free, come out to a meeting sometime. It's really not that bad, and it is a super lot of fun. Shameless plug. And then we can finally prove to Sharon that we are real. Yeah, fuck Sharon. She's kind of good looking though, so maybe. It's been really hard for me to write jokes lately. And so, because of this, I was talking to my dad the other day, and he was telling me that, you know what, Ryan, you're having trouble writing jokes? That's okay. I got a really good setup for you for one of your next jokes. And I'm like, all right, Dad, let's hear it. So, you know when it's taking forever to wipe your ass? That you get winded in the middle of it and have to take a break? No, Dad, I can't say that me nor my ass have ever had this issue that you seem to run into far too often. And so, Jay, you run into that issue at all? I'm kidding. So I think I'm going to get my dad a bidet for his birthday this year, since he's complaining about that all the time. But a great thing about my dad is whatever I'm doing, he's very supportive about it. Since the semester started, I've gotten into a new hobby called alcoholism. And I was bragging to my dad about it, and I was telling him, yeah, you know, Dad, I go through like a 30 rack every week. And so after I told him that, I got a Venmo of $300 the next day that said nothing but, quote, pussy shit. So my dad's really trying to get me to go pro on this whole alcoholic thing. Spring is right around the corner, and because of that, hurricane season is also right around the corner. I haven't told the punchline yet. I barely even started the joke. He's laughing. Anyways, I want to talk. I think it's funny how we name hurricanes like they're people and not these gigantic destructive forces of nature. And I want to talk to whoever's naming these things because a while back I saw there was a Hurricane Toby. No offense to anybody in the audience named Toby, but that may be the least threatening name known to man. If I'm living on the coast and I hear, yo, Hurricane Katrina's coming, I'm thinking, yo, that sounds like my ex coming over to castrate me. I gotta get the fuck out of here. But if I hear, oh, poor little baby Hurricane Toby's coming, I'm thinking, yo, I'm taking this hurricane's lunch money. What's he gonna do, tell his parents? No, you see, in high school, Katrina is the girl that sits all alone in the corner because she is scary and nobody wants to mess with her. Toby's the kid that sits all alone in the corner because he doesn't have any friends. You're going out to a party on a Saturday night, everybody's drinking for the first time, they're losing their virginity, yada yada. Toby's sitting at home in his parents' basement playing D&D. It's me, I'm Toby. But in all seriousness though, could you imagine being killed by Hurricane motherfucking Toby? You might as well write, died like a bitch on your tombstone. Have you guys ever noticed that ER waiting time sign whenever you're driving to the Walmart? Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Who is that for? Who in their right mind is about to go to the ER and thinks, well, I better check the wait time first. I don't want to be sitting there all day. 30 minutes? Well, I'm not getting this arm back. When did the ER, the emergency room, become the DMV? So that kind of tells you how fucked up our country is that we have such a long waiting time. And if for some miraculous reason, by chance you did want to go see the waiting time before you went to the hospital, I got news for you. You have to drive in the opposite direction of the hospital to even see if there is a waiting time. And on top of that, if the waiting time is greater than 99 minutes, it will say 00, which has happened before, and I have seen it, because it can only register 2 digits on the sign. But like, if our waiting times are so bad in this country, what does that say? Not in this country, but so bad, what does that say about our town? Like, the people here are having life-threatening injuries around the clock. I don't think a sign that says the waiting time for the ER room is really the solution to our problems here. I think if you asked me, a sign that just said, "Walk it off, pussy," that would work a whole lot better. That's the advice my mom gave me. Still works to this day. Speaking of emergencies, Ontario, Canada has recently declared a state of emergency because truckers will not move their trucks. Yes, you heard that right. Canada is the only country where you can declare a state of emergency because of traffic. If you don't know what's going on, basically a bunch of truckers are like protesting COVID restrictions and whatnot. And so recently, because of this, Canada has made it illegal to give any of these truckers gas. I don't know if you know this, Canada. Trucks don't need gas to stand still. But even if they did need gas for some reason, like, is that really what you want? These truckers are blocking off all the roads so no one can go anywhere. That's what you want. They're doing your job for you. That's it. If you ask me, I think you should take it a step further. Make gas illegal just fully illegal. Put more trucks on the road. That way, nobody can go out and do anything, which is what you want. The air gets less polluted, and I can finally stop hearing my girlfriend's dad complain about the fucking gas prices. It's 2 cents more, Ken. You are not breaking the bank. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been working on myself a lot lately. You know, I'm going to become a teacher here soon, at least that's the plan. So I really want to examine like my own biases and whatnot. And so I found out about this test from Harvard. It's called the Harvard Implicit Bias Test, or as I like to call it, the racism test. And so essentially, I take the test and I get my score back, and boy, was it eye-opening. My results stated that I was 72% racist. Yeah, I know, I had the exact same thought. Only 72? Like, what the fuck? I'm better than that. That's only a C. I come from a long line of racism in my family. And when they heard about this, they were pissed. Not at me, though, just because Biden's put in, like, a black woman on the Supreme Court, so. Super Bowl's coming up. Anybody have any plans for the Super Bowl? Anybody out here? No, you're working. No, nobody has any plan. Wow. You guys, you got plans. What are your plans?
I'm waiting for which team of the university will endorse, so that I know they'll lose.
Oh wow, so you guys are having a fun time this weekend. Truman State University. Nothing good to do here, nothing good to do anywhere, I guess. Am I the only one that's noticed how oddly specific the statistics that they're giving out are getting in football though? I was watching the Chiefs game the other week, and during the announcers said that this was the first time ever that Patrick Mahomes had thrown an interception in the second half of a playoffs game. Like, why do I need to know that? Why is it so specific? And I imagine it's only going to get worse and worse as time goes on, because it always has to be the first time for anything. To the point where in 20 years, you're going to be hearing Tom Brady in the booth saying, "This is the first time in NFL history that a quarterback in his 6th season has thrown a complete pass for 3 yards while I kiss my son on the lips. In the third quarter of a game in January on a night of a full moon while I kiss my son on the lips. All happening while Russia threatens to invade Ukraine for the 16th time, while I'm wearing all 7 of my Super Bowl rings before I kiss my son on the lips. For those of you who don't know, Tom Brady kisses his son on the lips. It's really weird. But maybe that's his secret. I don't know. The man's got 7 Super Bowl rings, so it's quite a resume builder. That's one thing I don't like about resumes is the awards section. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to put? The Nobel Peace Prize? I don't, like, I'm graduating soon, and so I'm looking for, like, job opportunities and stuff. And so, you know, on my resume, I put in, like, all the awards that I have ever won. And so this last time, I put down every award to make myself look as good as possible. So, World's Best Son, 1999 to present. Second place in the Pinewood Derby, 2007. Voted most likely to become a pedophile, 2018. Yeah, my senior superlatives were weird. But needless to say, many places did not think that I would be a good fit at their organization. However, one place did accept me though, and after just a few years of on-the-job training, I will be a certified Catholic priest. Thank you guys very much.